Got some ideas for Minecraft. Got some ideas for FarCry. I just wanted to try out here. And the editor. New. Sure. I'll just go journey. That'll make it the easiest. I think out of all the times I've started a map, I've used the pre-made worlds like forest and jungle and stuff. And like twice maybe. Most often I just pick a blank map. Today I want to see what happens if, now I know when an airplane crashes or hits a wall, it tends to just bounce off of it. If it's a wall on the ground, you can explode, but if it's a wall in the air, can you use an invisible barrier to keep airplanes really low to the ground? So I don't know if I've tried this yet. That's what I'm doing today. Vehicles. Air. Huh. We just want like an airplane. Just like that. Sure. And then we need invisible shape. Just like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just like really low. Like I want a plane like a spaceship. Make the ground underneath it transparent and space-like, you know. But if hitting this thing is going to cause it to just crash outright, then that's not going to be good for business, you see. Yeah, let's just put that really low, just to see what happens. I know it's going to be very noisy, but then we'll just quickly duplicate these in a moment. Yeah. Now, if I move this out of the way, I can just do that. Ugh, FarCry, come on. There you go. I'll just make it like this wide here, and then now I'll just go in a straight line for a little bit. It's getting hard to see. That should be good. I mean, I just need it long enough to take off. There we go. I forgot how to play. There. And then the next thing is a terrain block, like Minecraft, right? But with rounded edges. That's another thing I wanted to look at. Should probably put some sort of a visual marker, because I can't see anything. Oh, that's a bit low. Okay, needs a little bit higher. Now, of course, you have to. No, the selection tool is a bit weird. Oh, no, of course not. You just no, forget that. We just go ground, and then lower ground. I need the set height tool. There we go. Square, radius. There you go. And height. There you go. Let's lower that a bit.
Journey.
Okay. Take off, yeah. Okay, so the worst thing that happens is it just stalls out, looks like. Okay, so you could probably get away with having... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just completely stalls out. Well, darn. I wanted an airplane-shaped vehicle. Anyways, that's that. Let's see here. The next thing is... what's the delete button again? Triangle. There we go. The next thing is... Well, that would be actually just the raise tool. On a block, and then just still texture it as ground. It's probably nothing. So we would just go raise tool, but... So let's go, because the idea now is the eco game, world survival. Default. Blocks are square, but they're not mine square. They're actually rounded. There's actually some slope to them. So it's a blocky game. It doesn't come off as a blocky game. So if we go like... Oh, it's so big I can't even see it. There we go. Yeah, see like that. Like okay, it's still way too fast, so we want like really low speed. Okay. I believe a person is one of these, like half, like 1/4 of these tiles. So we want more hardness, but I still want softness. Like that, right? It could work. Yeah, you just wouldn't go all the way up. So you'd have the terrain like this, and then terrain like this, right? And then you'd have your road. I don't know, you'd have like a few times you'd have terrain like that. You know? Just kind of go up and up and up. It's like a cake. Right? And then just take a ramp. Objects. My fingers are kind of PC mode right now. I'll pick the right options because it's menus rather than, you know, it's Windows menus rather than game menus. But we want ramps. Ramps or triangles. So you have your dirt 4 block wide triangles that are like 1 high. I think they only go up to, yeah, there's like this, but less slanted, which you can do here. I guess it'll just be 1 and a bit. Yeah, see, you have like, what is this, 2? Yeah. And then we just set it into the ground a little bit. Oops. Oh. There we go. Just set it into the ground a little bit, and that'll let me, oh, look at that. So yeah, it just kind of goes up. So you'd have a ramp there, and then a ramp there, and then that's your dirt ramp, right? And then you'd have another one that goes up on the next level. And then for this one you need to put 2 sets of ramps, so you would start at the top like that. Looks like it'll probably go up from the edge of this one. So we'll just put it there. And if not, then I'll just raise it up higher. Because, you know, Minecraft. Yeah, see? Just like that. Now we're starting to look like advanced Minecraft. More height. Yeah, and then we just kind of oh, it's much lower. Is it lower? Yeah, but then we don't have the sharp edge right there. Yeah. Anyways, that's the idea. And then flatten. Oh, okay. So we want raise lower. Tiny circle. Very hard. We just want to raise this up to the height. Ugh. Yeah, a lot slower than that. Hardness, distortion, shape circle, raise lower, hard height. Oh, that's why. Oh, these controls, eh? There we go. And then flatten. Speed has go down. Jeez. Very hard. Radius. A lot less. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough for my purposes. This and 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 this. That sucks how fast increase and decrease is like blanked out. It's like, look at the options we used to have. Oh, it looks like that, huh? Wonder why it's multiplied like that. I mean, it should be... That is quite unfortunate. We need to pick something that's tiled. Otherwise, it just looks like a student really did a really poor job on their assignment. Uh, eh, grain maybe. Gravel, or it's well. So this would be a to want progress. Probably just make it generic brown. Get to the non-reflective materials. And just where's a nice brown? Matte brown. There's no matte brown apparently. Yeah. Paint. That's just like a dirt. Conifer leaves? No. This will be the stamped road, not the dirt road. Um, well, the stamped road would just look like a road, right? But nicer. So we probably have, oh, dirt medium. This is the dirt from walking all over it. So if we go, let's just change this to grass. Yeah, like default grass. Ew. Now that you change it to grass, you can really see where it tears. So that would become dirt as well. So then we would go back to the paint texture. This is really ugly grass. Not for what I need it for anyways. I mean, it's decent grass, but not... There's default game-looking grass. We want like full hardness because this is the stamped dirt. Yeah, we just do that. It just kind of covers the, something like that, and then just down here, and then just have it go up the side. Like that sort of thing. Of course, they always build the roads too wide. So now we go, it's radius 1. Now that's going to put dirt there, and then you have to put grass over top of it. So if you only want one tile of dirt, I'm doing...
Red.
Sorry, say again? Fort Red? Oh, now we've got this ticking sound. Minimum slope, that's what we need. So a minimum slope of like anything. 10, there you go. And now we can just... We'll have to get rid of that ticking in a moment. It's a FarCry thing that it does. There you go. Find that nice happy medium texture. Something like that, right? Huh. Oh, I mean, it's also twice as high as. Is that twice as high as? Well, it's one. That's only one height. So, you know, you can go detailed. No, this is too high. This is one high right here. Okay. Yeah, it's too high because of the ramps. You can still run up it. I mean, it's still a hill. These blocks would probably be, yeah, they would be much darker. I guess a road texture, they're just going to have to look horrible unless I make the ramps out of flat panels and use the triangle for only the sides here. You know, you can do that too. Texture the panel, the top surface differently. So the ramps would be using three shapes instead of one. And then I could, that's about the same. I mean, they're two shapes if they're too wide. So you just use one big one and then one down the side. And then you just pop some trees on here. That could look good. And then, yeah, I wouldn't have to modify the height of this stuff. I would just rotate the block to be the right height. Indestructible platforms. So that would be, what is this? Two. Yeah, even using the platforms I could, because each of these platforms is one foot space, so I could use a 2x4? 2x3 maybe? 2x4, I guess those ramps are pretty wide. Yeah, if you're living in the forest, you're not going to be using ramps big enough to hold a car. It would only be big enough for a cart. So something that you pull. How big are cars in FarCry anyways? Because you would drive, in this situation, you would drive a quad. Vehicles land. They're pretty big. Let's see. Let's rotate. There it is. Ah, that's about right. I mean, it's really tight in the game, but yeah. So you'd have something like that. Then we'd have platform. Probably 2x4. Like that, right? Yeah, that'd be a ramp. Well, that's what they are. I mean, they're 1x4. So that's, of course that is this. Oops. Coordinates. Easiest to do would probably be from the ground up. So we would just do this. So we go, it's probably like 49 and a bit, eh? Well, 49.8, okay. And then, yeah, and they go up by one block, so the rotation would be like, divide by 4, so that'd be like, what was it? 30? Oh, 15 maybe. Yeah. 15. There you go. Yeah. 60 divided by 4. I don't know why 60 would be the number, but okay. Yeah, something like that. And then we just go ahead and give it a proper texture. Yeah, so there we go. Now we can use dirt. Something nice instead of it being all weird looking. Not as weird looking. How about that? Or even wood. Forget about stamping ground and just make it wood. Ideally, it'd be one of these textures, but we can't change them. So, rock floor, rock mountain, move tar sheets. Hmm. Yeah, we'll just dirt, whatever the default dirt is here. We just like that, concrete polished. Yeah. Dirt brown. There you go. Even then, I could use one of these just for the walls too, and that would be two shapes instead of three. Ah, they are quite a bit more ramped. That is a problem, eh? I bet the smaller versions are going to be just the same. Triangle. So we want it to go up. We'll go up by 1. I guess that's probably the only one that does that. Unfortunately, what about these things? Why did it go up by 1.5? Why do you gotta be so difficult on me, FarCry? Yeah, it's not complete. Well, it's dirt, so I suppose we could always just whatever and then rotate it, right? So add the coordinates, drop that down a bit, and then just rotate it from there. Just like that, right? Yeah, and then just phase this into the wall on the ground here. Lined up so that the texture doesn't look weird. Without anywhere. Just like that. Then we apply the same dirt to it. Order controller just for using the map editor. Just like that. Dirt. And now that's all going to be wrong. I don't know why it's working. Ew, triggers plus analog don't work anymore. Uh, what the hell? Triggers plus anything doesn't work anymore. What is with this controller? Yeah, you see the ground. The bottom one is a bit wonky. So I just gotta adjust the angle now. It's 40, it was 15, so that'd be 17, 18. Be a weird angle like 18. Cool, they separated. As soon as I grabbed them, it separated. That's great. Why is it doing this? Grab the bottom one, then the top one maybe? No, they're just... This thing does not like the rotation angle of 18. Okay, so here, here, and we'll go 20. Okay, it does not like the rotation angle of 18. So that's just how that works. Just making a scene. Because it doesn't have to be exactly to the numbers, otherwise I'm going to be here all day trying to line things up, right? Yeah. And then we'd have your typical Minecraft style building, which is wood. What's a bit? So we would go. First, I would start with a block of like a grid with. So I just go platform. Standard house is an internal of 3, so the minimum build for like workshop or something is 5 by 5 by 3. So we would want 5 by 5 tiles to build off of, like that. That would be the outside, so we just whatever. And then I need walls. Walls are going to be solid blocks. So pillars, walls. No, we need blocks. Cubes. There you go. But then the cubes are a rounded edge, and that's what annoys me about that. Cubes would be... You would have to go detailed and do like triangles on each side. Ugh, Well, that's what you're going for is realistic. If you want realistic, you need to draw. Okay, what would that even take? You would need, so it has rounded edges. The rounds are on every quarter. I don't think there are any circles that small. The triangles aren't even that small. Hmm. You would need... No, because if you turn it sideways... No, if you turn it sideways, that's okay. So you would need... Yeah, okay. Well, alright. So that would be a wall then. No, that's a platform. But it's a 1x1 platform. So we need like these things. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so we need one of those. And one of these. And we need a wall. Um, well, that's for a single. Well, yeah, because the walls are going to be squared. So, but these walls are not going to be squared. So these walls are going to be 3x1, which is going to be standing up probably. No, it's half the tile. That's right. So we need, yeah, 3. Yeah, so 3x1. And glass, there's windows. Glass is made up of tiny, tiny windows. I'm gonna just put a hole in the wall with the glass. But if you want it to be, quote, realistic, we need, actually, I think this just needs to be made out of pipes for it to look the same. That's unfortunate. Unless, unless there's, unless there's the right size logs. I mean, log. Uh, hmm. Maybe. You would get the log sticking out of the ground. If there was this without... Oh, there's logs there. Huh. That's too big, unfortunately. That's a good... That would make a good pillar, though. Oh, this could be walls. That could be a wall. That's, you know, predetermined size of the wall. There's a log. Huh. We'll make it out of those. That's a nice refined looking log, and there's a longer one. That could work. I don't know what's going on with these ones. Okay, so instead of this, instead of that, not this, take these pre-made logs. And let's create a rotated one. Yeah, I mean, sure. There isn't one that big enough to be, yeah, they're too wide, so there isn't a single wide one, looks like. Unless it's under stumps. Let's try tree first. See what tree gives me. Tree gives me actually nice looking trees. Tree stump, yeah. Huh. Okay. Oh, here we go. These are probably permanently upright, though. I don't know. Let's see if that's can be rotated. Yeah, tree stump. Yeah. Okay. Huh? Huh. That is not what I expect the picture to look like. Okay. Now what about stump? Let's see if I can move that. Uh, okay, how about wood now? Okay, yeah, maybe there's something that looks like what I'm looking for that's already made, right? That'll give me the floor. Not quite. Hmm. Huh. It's a pipe. Wood dock post. Okay. Ah, flat boards. Looking for is round. Like a round pillar made of wood. I mean, that's a round pillar made of wood. That's a quite big. Uh, a small round piece of wood that I can use as the edge of a block. No. That is a nice chunk of wood though, but it's not what I'm looking for. Okay, what about... Well, let's look at generics now. Cylinders. Yeah, that's the smallest it goes. Oh, there's... Maybe? So like this. Not what I wanted. You're supposed to duplicate when I do that. I need it to be exactly the right height. So we need one of these. And rotate sideways. So this has to be 4 of these. One, two, maybe 3 of them, I guess. Let's be like that. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. And then right in the middle. Hmm. Not really right in the middle actually, because it's the edge of that. It's be like this. It's be like that, right? But then the corners aren't going to be. Well, is there now a ball that size? I don't think so. But I didn't think there was a pipe. Look at that. There's a friggin' ball. It's not the right size. Is it? I guess. Here I am doing 3D modeling in FarCry. Whatever. And then that looks like to be the middle. Nearly. Kind of the middle, sort of. Ish. Like that, I guess. And then you just gotta move it over to be a bit more of the center, to like this. There you go. Because that's as good as it's gonna get. Maybe? Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way, because I'm gonna use the area selection tool for this. Um, I really don't need to be clicking on 32 individual pieces. Yeah, 24 pieces. It's not lining up completely well, but it's good enough. I think that's good enough. Okay. Then we just select this. Just duplicate it. And we have to select it again. I mean, it's a lot of work, but if you're willing to do it and the budget works, you can end up with something kind of cool looking, right? I don't know, is that even... Sure. And then the top and bottom don't matter because it's going to be a pillar. So then we do this. And we give it, of course. I have to take a horizontal wood texture now. And hopefully it lines up with everything. So we need like one of these. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, see, the spheres all need to be rotated now individually because they don't line up. That's a bummer. Well, I can just do it on one side and then erase them and copy them again. course, they don't rotate in like right spot. Ugh, and alignment becomes like normal. And then they don't probably have to rotate them 90 degrees now to get a, or 45 to get a rough corner edge, right? Like that. And because it's the edge, of course it doesn't line up. It looks like it would actually, if we fight with this all day long, but probably just do a quick, I don't know. I don't know what counts as a quick when you're trying to line something up that doesn't rotate along the proper axis. There. Screw it. That's the way that's its life now. That's how it looks. It's not perfect, but that's fine. That's just the way it's going to be. These textures don't line up though. So these could be, it's copied and pasted, but it doesn't line up. Basketball textures. I mean, I could just rotate them just the one way just to make it at least like I tried. Math-wise, it would just be half, half, and half the distance. This experiment has turned into a project. Oh no. I don't know what looks better, the round one or the square one, or the upright one. I guess that. Alright. So then, do we need to line up anything over here? No? Nah. This one I guess needs a little adjusting. Guess they all do in that sense, eh?
What are you building?
Oh, that was loud. uh, I am seeing what eco world survival could look like if you want to make it in a non-block looking editor. Basically a refined Minecraft style game. Um, I'm just messing around, really. Trying to make these blocks look, you know, decent. Because in Eco, everything has rounded edges and looks actually nice. Uh, it's like a, it's like Creative Verse, but not as much to do. If that explains it nicely. So now I'm just making like that. Just kind of half and half, right? And let's see here. Until I can make my own game, I gotta use the map editors to make a reasonable facsimile of someone else's game. Something like that, right? And then we would take these cylinders. Probably just take the same cylinder looking type, right? If there's a longer one, yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, all you can hear in the editor is just the wind sound, like there's not even any music. So then the text to speech comes on from PlayStation, and it's like, "Why are you die?" uh, Ideally, you would line these up before, moving anything, but I'm just doing
Oh,
it on.
that's nice. Good luck with the tough, custom shapes are quite a pain in the ass for me.
Yeah. Well, usually you would use something that's already made. Like you would just use a block and texture it wood and be like, it's done. It's good. But this is meant to look like logs that have been stacked on top of each other to make a log cabin, right? Uh, Now this is, of course, a tiny bit too short. So we just stick it into the wall. That's fine. It's not going to be seen. So we can just get away with putting that half through the wall like this. 82, good. And then we'll go... these type of walls end up going right down the middle, like that. And then we duplicate it, and we go once around. And then hope that the texture lines up. Which of course it doesn't, but that's alright because this one at least has a rotation point in the middle, so I can line it up somehow. 20 probably. Sure, it's completely not the right texture, but that's just how that goes. Well, if I actually turn this the proper direction and then like just moved it out of the way. See, that texture probably lines up now with what it originally was. Uh, no? This one? No? Almost? Maybe? No? Almost. Oh, it's not lining up in the middle, of course. Huh. Oh, that would do it. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess we'll have to move it enough that it doesn't phase through the other block. Of course, this is the smallest possible house. Bigger, I would definitely have more room to work. It's probably going to be the best we're going to do, I guess. I don't know why there is one tile. Like, why you do this to me?
VYN. For your information.
VYN dot. This didn't really translate the text very well. VYN dot. I don't know what that is. I assume that is the player name of who was watching, but cannot confirm. The joys of shapes that aren't exactly round, eh? That's the best that's gonna get. Oh my god. Whatever. It's Why does this not line up? It's the same shape. Is it too high? Too low? Yeah, it's too low. And then we have to go there. Good enough. Alright, next we go like this, and like this. And then hopefully when we duplicate it and move it, it's not going to shift out of alignment as they do.
I love this.
Uh, cool. Uh, probably should mark down the height of the blocks next to it to get like an exact coordinate. 54, 56. Ah, oops. Okay. Half coordinates. Okay, we need to there and there and duplicate and there and there. It took me 3 years, 5 years to realize that tapping the trigger and holding it down can let you multi-select. I never knew that. And so I went through the whole time building chunks of objects away from each other and then hoping that everything works out. And I probably would be making maps a lot more had I figured that out in the first place. Is this even low enough? Because these blocks are huge, so... Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, that is a half block right there. Yeah, oh, that deserves a save file. I'm gonna save that, eco, I guess. Okay, so now, oh, okay, we'll just erase that. That is the same as this. And create another one of those. The idea was to just duplicate all this, which I should just do that instead. I should just do this. Okay. Yeah, do that, whatever. That's fine. Actually, there we go. The idea is to create these walls first, the outer walls, and then duplicate it. That would be the smart thing. Just like that, right? Just kind of in the middle so it doesn't stick out too much. And then this is going to end up being a back wall. Now, what am I going to do about the doorway? The doorway uses half of these. Oh, of course I didn't target all of it. Sure. I just copied the other ones. There we go. It's be faster to just multi-select them. I've considered using just the computer and then porting it over using the mod to port maps over. Just like that, right? And then take all of this and be like, copy. At least that worked out, right? We move them sort of half and half, and then, oh, actually that should be 82. Yeah, now it's starting to look like something. Of course, the walls are going to have to be replaced with windows. See, in a perfect world, this would line up. You know, and then one more time. Of course, the selection is way over there because did I select something? Yeah, I selected the other tile, so now my selection isn't lining up. But that's all right because we're just going to make this. I'm gonna line this up first, and then raise it up. Because now I just have to do that, and then I can go just like this. Yeah. And then for the window, we would delete stuff in the middle. And because it's not Minecraft, we go all the way to the ceiling with our windows. Now, imagine a map full of doing this. Just copy this over and over, over and over. It would look cool, but it would be so much work. There we go. And let's see, now how am I going to do that front door? Front door needs half of those. Or we just do these twice. Make it a solid front door. Or I just cheat and I use the door model. And just be like, good enough. Door.
Viome red.
I don't know what Viome red means. I heard that earlier. Viome red. What could it be translating that from? What text could that be? Because I don't have the text open. I don't know. I should really have my phone nearby when I stream, eh? But I usually just stream because it's a way of getting the footage to the YouTube rather than recording it and uploading it later. Just be like, I'll just detail and then it's like, whatever. I mean, I could just, you can kind of do that a little bit. And it sort of makes sense. My other project is going to be a school playground that you can jump on and stuff like that. Gameplay. What are doors under? I keep forgetting what doors are under. Indestructible. I think they're just under, yeah, indestructible. No? That's doorways. Destructible. Static. Doors. There they are. I like my doors to open, well, based on what's inside. I'll have them opening to the other. And doors actually have texture on them. So, yeah, now that texture is not going to be the same direction. It's using we used a different type of wood on the door frame because we ran out of softwood hewn logs and wood hewn logs. And let's see the door. Doors are solid. There are no solid doors in Far Cry, so I have to use these texture doors and just give it like a door-ish texture. Those would be a hardwood door. Sure. It's the same as the hewn doors, right? Uh, I don't know. There we go. That's a door texture. Let's see, for ceilings, what do we do for the ceilings? Um, Ceilings are a single height triangle with a block. So ceilings use a solid block platform. Cubes. Yeah, it's just a platform. But they're thick platforms. Could have kept that other shape. Huh. That's okay. No, that's right. It'll be, no, the inside will be a 5, and the outside is a 3. So we do need one of these, but then we also need a 5x5. Yeah. And then we need triangles. Like that. Yeah, one block high triangle. Probably like that. I don't think they get any wider. No, they just get scary after that. Oh, and I need pyramid for the corner. One of these, is it? I guess. It's the wrong angle, of course. They're either like way too small or way too big. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna do that. I think, say, there was a smaller one. I guess two of these. Yeah, I suppose two of these and then a slanted. Wow, very detailed, I guess. Two of these and then a slant next to it to cover the hole in the wall. Or I could just use this and be like, that's just the way it looks. Or we could do circles and make them round. No, it has to be half. So now we go. Uh, this goes here. Oh, and then the triangle on the side would go like that. And oh, how many would I need? So I would need one there, and I would want one up and over, and I would put a corner in the side there, which is not unheard of for these not to line up in the game too. And then I would need to cover up the space with something. Possibly another triangle, or I just use that. And still it doesn't line up anyways because the triangles aren't reaching the corner. So that would go like that. And it would just be a short corner. And that would be that. And it would just be flat. Or we use a combination of the two. Maybe I'll do that. I'll use both of them. So we put this here. Line it up. Like that. Controller.
VUN, for your information.
Kind of works. And then take the other flat one, so it's sort of a bunch of triangles. And then the last triangle. Not really. Uh, ugh. Just leave it like that, I guess. That's as good as it gets. Yeah. Without using, so if I used just panels, it was that corner. The panels would overlap. And there's not really anything else we can do unless they... Well, another option is to go into the black flag set, I guess, and just take a roof texture, but those are all white roofs, and I could just go into the origins rather, not black flag. I thought we had black flag in here. There it is. And we just go structures, residential, roofs, and then just like, pick a roof like that. Just be like, done. White roofs, roofs. I don't think we have any brown roofs in here. Ruhr, exactly. R O O O F. We have brown thatch roof. We have that. We have straw roofs. Some straw roofs. We have a square. It's pretty big, but it exists. Sometimes you make do. So like you could. Oh, then it's huge. Oh, this would fold into only 2 by 2. Okay. Platforms. Like that. Got Nightwish Storytime stuck in my head. Or Ghost Town. I don't know. I don't know what it's actually called. It's got that weird lining up thing where it doesn't exactly line up. It sucks. Okay, so we got this one, and this one, and this one. And then we go duplicate, and we move it out of the way. So I can then grab it. Duplicate it again, so I don't have to do that again. And then we go like this. We go copy. Yeah. Just line this up with this one. Just eyeball it. When you are firing this thing, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your aim. That is why we do not eyeball it. Wait for the targeting computer. And major texture first, which is going to have to be some generic wood because the slanted pieces are weird. They're like, their textures aren't evenly spread across the surface. Well, very dark brown. Dark brown, repeatable texture. Like that almost, but it's ugly. Something darker. Or just take some roof pieces too. If there's a brown roof, that's a possibility. Roof shingle wood mossy. Okay. See all these. I could do the doors. Roof. Some white shingles. Yeah, that's it there. Wood. Very last one. Sure. And then this one, because this will be seen from underneath. I think it's sure. We do this. Fast. Right. Parquet, wood pressed parquet. I think it's called wood. No, parquet. Not six. I don't know. We'll set it to three. Anyways. Go. Exactly. Let's not grab that I selected at the time. Pop that down kind of halfway. I don't know. I think it actually goes way up. It is technically a new block. Go up. The very top. It's too small, but all right. So why is it too small? Because it was a 5 by 5. Because I made it not wide enough. Well, I'm gonna move this into the side, I guess. Whatever. We'll just put it over top of those logs. And over top of those logs. I'm considering today's session just a testing session, nothing permanent. So if something doesn't work right, then that's fine. Ideally, this would be made on a grid, moved on a grid, not finagled like it is now. That's okay. What we can do is we'll just take this, and we'll take this, and we'll take this, and we'll just move them out by one block, one chunk. Not move them, but rather, yeah, so this and this will be moved out. Like that. So that's where it would go. and this one, and this one. It's fine. And then we'll just fake it. That needs to be changed anyways, that texture. This block here is actually the right size for the roof, maybe? No? It should be smaller for the roof. This block here looks like it needs to be... So 2 by 2 is too small, 2 by 3, 3 by 3 is too big. So we need... oh, buggered that again. That's okay. That's alright. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Wow, okay, so the base is like half and half, and it's not even on the grid. Okay, sure. This is a half grid. That's why it doesn't line up. Okay. That's okay. Just... Now this is like ever so slightly too small and also too big. So this piece here will go... Oh, I just need one. I need a 1 by... This was a 5 by 5, so I need a 1 by 6. 1 by 5. Two 1 by 5s and a 1 by 1. That's what we need. And this platform. So we need a 1 by 5. Do we have 1 by 5s in here? No, of course not. Okay, so I would need a 1 by 5 wall then. Or a 2, either a 2 and a 3. I could do a 2 and a 3. And then a 1. So 1, 2, 3. And then a 2 and a 3 on the other side. So a 1 for the corner. And then a 2. Well, this is a 3. So a 3. And then a 2. So I go like this. 1 here. Sort of. And then a 3 here. In such a way that I can't see what I'm doing. It's not even in the same height. Good enough. And this is not the same height. Sure. And then I'm going to take this one and duplicate them. And let's see, roof texture is not the same, but that's okay. Pocket 3 is what we're calling it. It's wood packet 3. Parquet? Parquet? Wood parquet 3. Ah, it's not the same one. No, it's the darker one. Parquet 2. No, this one is a horizontal. It is a dark. It is a dark wood. It is a dark, grainy, ugly looking wood texture. Way over here, maybe. And just look it up too. Wood parquet 3. Oh, looks can be deceiving. Unless there's multiple wood parquet 3s. And yes, I am going left because there's wood parquet 3 over here too. Oh, 13, 12. I don't know why that's not alphabetical. Wood parquet 10. 6 layers 3. Oh my gosh. So it's so out there. Something like that, huh? What the heck are you doing? How is it still not correct? Oh my god, what is it fucking doing? What are you doing? Look at this, it's just so... how is it doing? How is it not correct? Oh my god. This is even, this is even. I guess the base pieces aren't on the grid. Ugh. Okay, this was just... whatever. It's fine. We're fine. We're just gonna adjust. People rage in Call of Duty, I rage in map editors. Okay, so that doesn't line up because the photo isn't... Okay, the whole... I'm going to line this up to the board, and then we're just going to move the board and just be like offset. That's fine. Okay, so now this board here doesn't need to be here. It was only one side. That's cool. Uh, this board does need to... What is going on here? What? Oh, this and this needs to go in. And then... what is going on here? This comes off? No. What? Whatever. Okay. When in doubt, just do that. And then this, and this, and I'm missing part of my... okay. Oh, it's... Mm, what is... What is going on here now? Always turn on grid snapping if it's available. Okay. Now, this one, this one, this one, that one, this one, this one, that one, and this one needs to go inwards to the edge. And then I need to manually select everything on the roof. This 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the roof itself. Oh, but then I need to go around and select all parts of the roof. Because it's made up of multiple tiles. Now we slide it into a rough place. And that looks really ugly, so I'm just going to drop it into the... It doesn't line up. Not too surprised anymore. Okay. That looks kind of horrible. It looks good, but also it doesn't look good. Well, it's because this tile is supposed to only be like half height, I think. So maybe we'll just drop it all the way down and just be like flush. Okay. Now we need windows. The windows, excuse me, I could just do regular glass. Or I could make a frame. Or I could use the framed windows tile and just do that. Instructable windows. Yeah, see? Look at that. But it's got to be twice as wide because it's 2 windows wide. These are all... Okay, so I would take something like this and I would turn it sideways, and that would give me a 2 wide window. These are gigantic. Holy cow. I need a window piece that is flat at the top. No, see, there's a 2 wide window. That'll work. Let me just raise it up, put it into the wall. Ah, there's a window. Done. Look at that simplicity. Sure. Yeah, okay, good. That's a window, all right. And then, well, yeah, because the windows have frames. Like when you put them in, they do have window frames, so this makes sense. That covers our frame. Good. And then we just duplicate that and send it to the other side. And I'll see you on the other side. And it goes in just far enough so that it doesn't stick through too much. Plus it'll be wooden texture. Okay, it's starting to look a little better. I mean, it was looking pretty sketchy, but now it's actually looking decent. Now, because the position of this texture, probably go around the back instead. through all the generic colors. And it's wood, parquet, 3. So basically I'm just looking for the number 3 on the end. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so that matches the roof. Um, and then despite popular belief, there is glass. That would be under generic shapes, indestructible, windows. No, it's under gameplay. No. Far Cry 5. Objects. Doors and windows. Windows. There we go. And now I need, technically I need 2 windows. 2 tall windows. Oh, weird. Use that for a roof piece. Taller than this. Yeah, like that. Do we have one that's got the line? Myself. Oops. That's not the thing I want to move. Yeah. If PlayStation controllers weren't $80, I would have more of these. Analog gets where it like you move it and then it takes a second to respond and it keeps responding. To be fair, though, I have had this for 5 years now. Just evil, I guess. Yeah, this can be pretty. Uh, and and it's pretty dead. Let's put these windows in again if we can. Probably go out today and get a new controller. can hear me pushing the button here. Uh, the oh, because there's a window frame. Like, why doesn't this fit? Because there's a window frame. That's why.
VOR go.
It's going to be interesting to read what the chat says later because back to audio. Oh, very, very good. Maybe that's being said. Why it says VOR go? VR. It could be abbreviated. It doesn't take abbreviations very well. Uh, I'm holding down the button and it's not moving. Oh boy. The last throws of the control. I stopped. I let go there and it just kept going. Okay. And then of course it's going to be too high because that's how I designed it. Keep going, I guess. Ew, why is it? Okay. Um, yeah, let's just add a new window back here instead of worrying about the looks. There we go. That's okay. Okay. I think we'll save and call it one sync rotate control. Unfortunately, that's it for that. Thanks for watching, and next time definitely gonna have a new controller because this is garbage now. I don't know. Maybe I could take it into a store fixed. That's okay. If I hold up my head, it's no, it's okay. Let's give this a go here. Yeah, it's a little tiny. So then you'd have a workbench, over there. Or if you were using this for your house bonus, you would put your bed over here and then a rug and a table and stuff. That's the idea anyways, right? I mean, looks okay. run doesn't. Still. Still hop over the walls.